Emergency craft time. I'm Megan Ryan. Welcome back to Making the Cut. So guys, I just found out that my friend that I was gonna have a baby shower for just had to have an emergency C-section because her blood pressure was going up and down. And so I need to make a baby gift fast. So baby's doing great, mom's doing great. Just keep them in your prayers as we're going through, you know, everything. She was 6 weeks early, so it was scary for all of us, but baby's doing excellent. So we're gonna keep praying for them. But now we need to make a gift. So I'm going to make a cute little diaper wreath. So this is gonna be so precious with like a rustic baby shower, which was the plan, but we're going to go ahead and make this wreath because she can hang it on her hospital room door. So I'm going to be using newborn diapers. I got them from Sam's Club for $16 for 108 of them. So not a bad deal. I ended up using 17 for the wreath. So I got those diapers, and then everything else came from Dollar Tree. So this is going to be a super cheap craft. I'm going to give her all those extra diapers as well, but it's gonna be something really sweet for me to bless her as she's welcoming her new baby. So let me show you how I made it. Dollar Tree hoard. I'm gonna move everything out of the way. I'm starting with wire and a foam wreath form. Everything that I got from the Dollar Tree except for the diapers. So I'm using newborn size diapers since the baby is only 4 pounds. I figured they'd get a lot more use out of newborn size than if I were to go ahead and upsize it to the ones. Usually I do ones, especially when you have bigger babies, but I wanted them to be able to use this as soon as possible. Otherwise, it is just a waste of time. They're not going to want to hang a diaper wreath up in a nursery, most likely. So I want it to be completely useful. That's why I'm using the wire instead of hot glue or tape. Any of that is going to destroy the diapers and make them unusable. We want to make sure that this is pretty, but it's also functional. So I'm just going to stick all these on here. And there we go. I used 17 diapers by the end of it. If you use a bigger size, then you'll probably use less diapers, but I liked the way that it looked there. I found these wooden rosettes from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to string them on the wire as well, just like a little garland. And I tuck it in here, twist it to hold it in place. And I'm just stringing them like I'm stringing beads, going in from the back and kind of tucking them into each other. I loved how this made this natural look, and it just gives a real fresh take on the diaper wreath to make it real decorative while it's hanging in the hospital room. So I used about 4 or 5 of them, and then I just take the leftover wire and we're going to string it through the back and tie it off just like we did with the diapers. So everything is tying here in the back, keep it out of sight, out of mind, but also so that it can be quickly taken back off when the time comes. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side. So we twist it in place and then start stringing the rosettes. So we tuck that into the back as well. And then I found this greenery. It's just a garland that had these beautiful hanging leaves. I'm pulling them totally off of the form that they came on, and then I'm going to use that wire and string those just like I strung the
wooden rosettes. I started just doing them one at a time, but as I did that, I realized that's going to not look quite as good. So I decided to change that plan and strung 4 on each side. So since I already had the one, I just put 3 on this side and then tuck it in place. So I loved how fresh it made it look and gave a little pop of color in the diaper wreath. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side. We're just stringing the greenery and folding it in half and giving it a good twist. And then we are twisting it in place. So we got both sides. I wanted to continue this in the center to be a nice backdrop for the bow that I'm making. So all the remainder pieces, I just went ahead, strung on the wire as well. This is real thin wire from Dollar Tree, so I was able to cut it very easily to the size that I needed. So same thing with this one, I just kind of tucked it in here because I'm going to put the bow on top. So I wasn't quite as concerned with the looks, but just to make sure it stays in place, I went ahead and twisted on the back as well. All right, so I found this ribbon at Dollar Tree, and it has the greens and yellows. I just thought was a nice touch. So I'm just taking a couple of pieces to create some tails for the bow. These are probably only about 9-10 inches each. I didn't measure, I just give rough estimates and throw it in there. So I used the wire as well to put it in place. And I did space out each one of the tails with a twist just to give it a fuller look. And then once you have that, you need to singe all the edges to keep the ribbon from unraveling. So I'm just going to twist that into place in a moment. I decided to go ahead and just wrap the remaining ribbon around my little cutting board here. And that allowed me to do a ribbon super quick. So I just pulled it back off after wrapping it and put a piece of wire in the center with the tails. Okay, so we just combined the tails that I already had with the bow. I'm spreading it out just to give it a fuller look, making sure I've got pieces on each side. Getting it all evened out, and then we can tuck it in place. There we go.
So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this, and just continue to pray for them. Even when this video is 10 years old, we all need prayers. So just pray for my friends, and we just want to just wish them the best. And thank y'all so much for being part of my channel. I am so thankful for all of the support that I've been receiving, and I just want y'all to keep liking and subscribing. Comment down below what you want to see me make next. I've got so many more baby shower things to make, and I would love to share them with you as well. So I'll see y'all next time. Keep on making.